What's going on today, YouTube? Rob here. In today's video, I'm coming at you with something a little different. I decided to go on to Master Duel and show you guys some of the replays that I have from some of my previous duels this week. Honestly, I just wanted to do this to showcase the immensely bad luck that I've had with my draws the last little bit, I would say. But I also wanted to show why I don't surrender my games as much as many people might in these certain situations. Before we get started, I just want to say, if you're new to the channel, consider leaving a like, commenting on what you might want to see next, and if you want to see more Master Duel content, and subscribe to the channel for more fun Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Without wasting any more of your time, let's get into it. Alright guys, let's get started with this. I've got a couple of replays that I wanted to show you from Master Duel over the last little bit. Mainly because these last couple duels have been pretty brutal in terms of my luck with drawing. So starting things off, we've got Maxi, Ash, double Shizhao, and or double Long Yuan rather, and then an Ashuna, and I'm playing in the mirror match. I max E here, and I end up getting ashed, which is pretty unfortunate, as my opponent is basically able to go off without a hitch. They special, they go into Shizhao here, then I ash the Moye draw. That way they kind of have to either search Blackout or Long Yuan if they have the extender. They end up searching Long Yuan, and they make Sinister Sovereign, and then they make the Sinister Long Yuan for the burn, and then they pass. Which is pretty good. Pretty much what you want to do with this deck is make at least the Sinister Long Yuan to be able to burn. And then you have the Monster Negate as well with Shizhao. And especially because I didn't have anything else. And then I start off trying to bait this Long Yuan burn. So I go Adhara, or Ashuna rather, into Monk, and then I Ashuna effect to special a Vishuddha from deck, which does get met with the Long Yuan burn. Then I go Moye, or Long Yuan rather, pitching Long Yuan. And then I go into my own Shizhao, or Chenying. Jeez, I'm getting these names mixed up all day today. I go into Chenying, which is fine. I burn for 12, and then I go to battle, and I destroy the Sinister Long Yuan, which is probably a bit of a misplay on my end, as I should have taken out the Shizhao here. Because at this point, this is pretty much looking to be a game loss. But I max C, figuring I'll be able to draw some cards, and if I don't die this turn, then I have follow-up for next turn. I draw another max C, which is unfortunate, and they go Reborn Moye, no effect. Synchro into Boxy, I believe, here. They spin back my Chenying, and I ash the extra draw because I drew off Maxi. And so even with the spin back, I'm okay. And then they play Instant Fusion, and this should be game with the Magic Key Beast. As I don't have anything in my hand that can really do anything. And then, you know, that's game. I'd be at 1500. But for some reason, my opponent ends up scooping. Which is why I generally don't surrender games. So that's a game I should have lost, but ended up winning. This second game here is much of the same in terms of my draws. You'll see my opening hand is pretty brutal. In terms of being able to actually play on a first turn, or even really a second turn. I do have Called by the Grave for anything with my desires or triple tax. But besides that, I don't have any avenues to really play through anything. And as you can see, my opponent here is playing a pendulum deck. I'm not too familiar with this deck, but I do know that it does pop off and have some pretty crazy combos. But again, I don't have anything to stop my opponent except for Called by the Grave on my turn. So I have to let them go and do whatever they're going to do. I'm expecting at this point that they have full combo and are going to be able to set up some really insane board with a whole bunch of negates or whatever. But they go Astrograph here, end up drawing another card. And then they search with their other Pendulum monster, and then they search with Electromite or add with Electromite. I don't know what that does, honestly. And they keep going, which is totally fine. I have no avenues here. They summon the Supreme King Starving Venom, copy Electromite's effect, pop, and add Astrograph again. Then I think, yeah, they special summon Astrograph, and then for some reason they decide to go into IP and then link that off with Electromite for Sprite Elf. So, in my mind, I'm still thinking I'm not winning this game. Because again, they have crazy follow-up, or they're going to have crazy follow-up. But they pass on the elf, and I don't have anything in hand that really does anything at the moment. And then, as you see, I draw into a second Desires. So I have 2 Desires here to be able to try and draw anything. They Ash, which would have been fine, and was fine because I have Called By. But then I end up drawing into double Ash, which is actually pretty ridiculous. And then I can triple tax because they used Ash on my main phase to draw 2. And this is where I still don't have anything. I don't have enough names or enough attributes in the graveyard for Protos. And then I don't have anything off Adhara to be able to link off and bring back. And then they activate their Elf to bring back IP, but I Called By it. And then they decide, after this resolves, to surrender. So, without knowing my hand, they decide to give up, assuming that I have full combo, which, as you guys can tell, I clearly did not. So again, another reason why I don't like to scoop, at least in Master Duel. And then here's a last replay I want to show you guys. This is against Flu. And this is a game I probably could have won had I played it a little better. But some of my draws in this weren't the best, and some of my decisions in this game weren't the best. So starting things off, I kind of have to go Emergence here, bait out an Ash. Or I could have Desires and baited out an Ash, which may have been a better choice. But I go Desires here because I don't have any other place to make. And then I draw an Ash and the Adhara, and then I pitch the Adhara for Long Yuan, and I synchro into Sinister Long Yuan here, I believe. Just for some added burn. And then I have to pass because I have Max C and Double Ash. So I don't have any sort of follow-up, I don't have anything, and I don't know what my opponent's playing. They extra for 6, and I Ash that. And now I'm kind of assuming I know what they're playing. But the next card does show that I am playing against Blue. I burn them for 12 and banish the map. Only for them to have another one later on. And I don't have any sort of interruptions for Rabina, Eaglin, and the rest of the Flu combo. As Max C is useless here, Ash I've already used. And I can't burn with Sinister Long Yuan because these are all normal summons. So, they continue, they have another map, and they keep going, they banish, and they do their flu combos. Battle phase, they destroy, and now I'm on the back foot here. Like I said, this is a duel I probably could have won had I played it a little better. But as you can see, I drew Blackout, and so now I have to set Ash. I don't have any other plays. I probably should have set this Max C instead, as Ash could have come in handy, and Max C is useless in this matchup. Coming again and again, like I said, another useless draw for me is Ash, because now I can't do anything. So I'm kind of just sitting here taking damage, and they're only poking me for 600, which is fine. Then I go Shathana here, link away immediately. Then I Blackout. And I probably should have destroyed Robina here instead. But I use this the effect of Shathana to be able to destroy it. Which is probably a misplay on my end, like I said. I add Hara back my Shathana, and then immediately link into Monk, as you saw. That way I have the other interruption again, should my opponent have been able to destroy either of these. Then I only have 19 cards left, so I didn't want to really Desires here, just in case they had Ash, and then I would have been totally screwed out of what I could possibly do. But that's probably a bit of a misplay on my end, as I could have hit for a little more. If I drew Taya, I would have had game. So that's a misplay on my end. And then they go off for what they can. They can't attack because their monsters are too low. And this is my fault here. I should have probably just attacked and then done Vishudev. But I wanted to get in as much damage as possible. And then yeah, so I put them on 500 life points, and this is where I just lose. Like, they have everything in their hand now that they need, and they've got enough stuff banished to where I'm seriously in trouble. The fact that they can use Dreaming Town, or Unexplored Winds rather, to be able to use my guys for their tribute summons, pretty much cost me the game. And from here, I think I lose right away, because I have an open board, and they have a full board. Yeah, I lose here. Which is, again, pretty unfortunate, but just wanted to show you guys, like, the draws that I was getting the last couple games, and why I don't quit on a lot of my Master Duel duels. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Alright guys, that's it for this Master Duel replay video. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, this is why I don't surrender very many games, if any, on Master Duel. As you never know what could happen. Your opponent's connection could suddenly go bad and you win the duel due to a lost connection. Your opponent could surrender, as we've seen in this video, and you might be able to draw that one card that helps you turn the duel around. So I just wanted to showcase you guys, A, my bad luck with some of the draws, and B, why I don't give up when the odds are stacked against me. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll catch you in the next one. That's game.